my delicate skin felt it was too cold to be running outside. Hey, whoever says that the treadmill is like running on the road, I'm not sure there are many people that say that, but if they do, they're wrong. I really want to run outside today, get my 5 miles in. It's supposed to be 45 degrees, I think, and it's 3 days till Christmas. That's nuts. And I really want to take advantage of this beautiful weather. Yeah, just gonna do my 5 miles. It's very windy out. Apparently it feels like it's 25 degrees. But yeah, if you can watch this, then I can run this. All right, here we go. We're gonna start running. I hope this amateur video here is not gonna be too bouncy or annoying for you guys to watch. Speaking of watches, I gotta set mine to run so I can keep track. Acquiring GPS. While we're waiting on that to happen. Oh, I just got the vibration on my arm that it is time to hit the run button and get going. Quick glimpse here. We got distance, how long I've been running. It will show me the pace. And yeah, I don't know why this gimble thing is acting the way it is, but hopefully that doesn't happen too often. As I was saying, it'll keep track of my heart rate, which I don't really look at. But it'll tell me the average pace of each mile. I have it set for miles. So now that you know the basics, I guess we can get started once I hit the start button. That's it. Let's go. Excuse me. Lost you. There we go. Oh, I'm not a special kind of runner by any means, but I like to go out and run to feel healthy and feel like I can just run away kind of from the stressors in my life. Not the first time I've talked about stressors on this channel. Certainly won't be the last. We're on the main gravel road now, going at a bit of an incline. Most of this run, I shouldn't say most, but a lot of it is hilly. Constant up and downs, but there are a lot of flats that I can pick up the pace a little bit. Super breezy at the top of the hill. Now I'm going down, surrounded by all this beautiful corn, or what was corn. Which I'm sure it will be corn again once they rotate crops. I might sound like I know what I'm talking about with the crops, but I have no clue. I lived here for about 4 years, and this is just the observation I made. I've got some traffic coming my way. You'll see it when they come. But yeah, for the most part, this area that I run in, where I live, it's very calm, except for the occasional driver. There they go. It leaves a nice little dust trail. Yeah, I really know which way the wind is blowing out here and get to the opposite side of that road. Unless you like to eat dust. Who doesn't like to eat dust every now and then? Look at that majestic countryside. Oh! Bunch of hay. Hay bales over. Camera. There? Can you see? Man. I'll wait till I get closer so I don't look too much like a weirdo. There. I told you so. Boy, this gimbal thing takes a while to get used to. We've just approached the flat part. I can't get this camera to turn. Anyway, I don't know if I ever told you guys, but I do not like running as a robust person. Which is why I'm doing this, running every day. And lifting most of the days until I get to 190. So at least this won't be as excruciating. Nothing like running into the wind. Just reached my first mile. My watch said 11:36. I feel so slow right now. One, because I am, but two, I haven't been out running since my delicate skin felt it was too cold to be running outside. Hey, whoever says that the treadmill is like running on the road, I'm not sure there are many people that say that, but if they do, they're wrong. Well, I just dropped my phone back there, so hopefully no damage has been done. Branch to my gimbal. I'm gonna try freehanding it, no gimbal. See if you guys like this and you don't get motion sick. Climbing up a huge steep hill right now. I hate how these video cameras or phones, whatever you're filming with, they don't show the steepness of the hill very well. But I can feel it. Oh, first part of that hill's done. I got one more little part. Feels like half an hour's gone by. but it hasn't. I hope it hasn't. Ooh. I just got a double whammy of nice wind in my face, blowing me back, and a nice steep hill. Honestly, does it get any better? The top. Woo. Nice long valley. That's what I've been waiting for. Here we go. Pick up the pace. Feels so good to pick up the pace after a hill. The muscles loosen up and bones. And at least for me, I feel younger. Approaching this beautiful dirt road that you saw in the last scene. Making good progress. You ever been running so hard for heavy people, that is, that you hear this kind of a wheeze like in the back of your throat, but somehow it comes out anyway, and you can hear it, and you get kind of confused. Like, where did that noise come from? Was that a Canadian goose or something flying above me? If you ever get that wheeze, you may be a heavy person like me. Getting out and getting those mileages in. I just hit my second mile, and it's 13:45 for the average 1 mile of my run, if that makes sense. So it's not bad, I don't think, considering how large I am and the many hills. I'll show you guys the elevation after this, just in case you don't believe me. One of the best things I love about running out here in the country, it seems like everybody burns wood or trash, wood and trash out here. Sure saves on the trash bills. Who needs somebody to pick it up when you can burn it out here? It's totally legal. I don't do it, but to each their own. But that smell, I like the smell. Has anyone of you smelled that smell that I'm talking about? And you love it, hit that like button. Next turn of my run after the dirt road, gravel again, and a hill. One of the nicest people I know lives up on that hill, a farmer. His name is Jerry. Really cool cat. Almost to the hill. The wind is really in my favor right now, but not as good as it's gonna be when I take another right, because then the wind will be right blowing just behind me, give me a little push instead of instead of away, it'll be going with me. Yay. Right now the wind is blowing to my left, so this feels a whole lot better than running straight into it. Just made it to 3 miles. I'm not very happy with the time, but that wind is fierce, and I don't know how you guys film this stuff. Without it slowing you down, maybe it does, but you guys are way faster than me. You know who I'm talking about. Your jogging is like me running, and your walking is like my jogging. It's horrific. I just made it to the top of that hill that I was just talking about, and just to go down a hill and right back up a hill. It just never stops. Getting close to the farm and my turn point toward home. Whew. Made it to the turn, heading back home. Boy. Oh. What a fun run, huh? Oh, feels so much better to be pushed by the wind. The sun is no longer in my face. Neither is the wind. It's so much quieter too. This is the best part. Hard part's over. Nothing but easy street. Of course, I have a lot of hills still left to run. Everywhere around here is hills, but they're not too steep. Apparently, at least not as steep as the mountains I ran up in San Diego in the Marine Corps. Oh, butt kickers those were. But so was this, to a degree. But running uphill with the wind against your back, whole lot easier than running against the wind up hills. I think anybody can agree with that logic. Mile 4. 10:45 minute pace. It was anyways until I slowed down to make this recording. Anyway, the point is, it's a vast improvement over the last 3 miles, thanks largely to this wind. Thank you, Mr. Wind. This is another one of my favorite views because I'm at the top, and down below and then up another hill to the right is my home. I just feel like I can go faster here because I know it's almost over. Just look at that. Almost nobody around. I love it. I am now on the final stretch. My 5 mile ends up a ways, but this is the longest flat stretch I have through this whole run. And does it feel good? My calves hurt from up and down hills, but mostly from running down hills. I hate down hills. I hate them. Sure, going up hills has its place of hate, but down hills, I feel the most. Not in a good way. If you guys like this run, let me know in the comments below. I prefer to do this than a boring treadmill. Let me know your thoughts. Dogs. They love it when I run this route. It's like 5 dogs at that place. And do they love me? All German Shepherds, I believe. Looks like cow feeding time. I meant for the cows to be feeding, not me to be feeding on them. It's messed up. How could you think that? No, it wasn't beef that I ate last night. It was bison. There's a difference. Last split time. Stop to watch. This right here is my humble abode. The entrance to my home. The tree tunnel is a nice touch. This is what made me fall in love with the place the very first time I got here. And it was middle of fall, so not all the leaves have fallen. And there was a nice pathway of just leaves. And man, it looks so magical. This Sasquatch sign is what me and my wife added. I like it a lot. It's kind of what happens to me when I turn hangry. Yeah. Anyway, there's a sweet, it's a little trail here that I created when I first got here. I got this UTV that the previous owner, he just left behind for, well, it was like, we paid him like $4,000 for it. And this opening here was non-existent until I came through here. It's like 1/8 of a mile. It goes down through the woods or into the woods to an opening. And I feel like there used to be an old driveway because there's like old bones and like odd hills that don't belong down there of spots where I think the house was maybe buried. I don't know why they buried their stuff back then. And there's also a windmill that's used for a water pump, and right next to that's a pond, so it would have been a pretty view for a house. And I'm pretty sure that used to be an old driveway. It's just too perfect of an area, trees on either side, to be just nothing, you know? So it's a mystery, and that's pretty cool. I like mysteries. One day I'll have to bury or unbury those hills, see what's under there. In the pole barn where I do most of my filming. Made it back. And now, let us discuss running shoes that I used were the Nike Vomero 17s. And I tell you what, I love these shoes, especially the comfort For a heavier runner such as myself, I need the comfort. And especially on those gravel roads I just did. Oh man, I need that max comfort. Max cushion, I should say, is the appropriate, correct term. So it really deadens the impact of those rocks. I don't feel them underfoot, not in these. I don't want to sound too technical, but I can't help it when describing these shoes. I've seen enough videos about shoe description. But anyways, it's a dual density foam with the Zoom X in the middle there where the big huge creases. Super soft foam. Oh, also where it says Zoom X, I guess. That part and that little bit of foam underneath that line, that's the Zoom X. Underneath that crease is just your traditional regular foam that Nike uses. I have to get back to you on what exactly that foam is called. But it's just there for the protection and stability factor. Ooh, just got it off, okay. The bottom part I love for gravel road and dirt roads and even the regular pavement. These waffle pattern here, and they really give good grip. I mean, they're not the deepest lugs, but they're definitely deeper than most street running shoes. So I think Nike really had the trail to road or road to trail runner in mind. Thank you, Nike. With most Nike shoes, they are a tight fit. Snug, I should say. Snug fit around the foot. It really makes me feel secure. The breathability is not too bad either. Especially with these gusts of winds I was running in. I could feel air just whipping straight to my foot. Even though, it wasn't cold air. It's just, I could feel it though. It's really nice. Yeah, if you want that comfort and a nice spring forward motion, these are the shoes to wear. I'm definitely interested in the next year's iteration, the version 18 Vomero, which will be any day now. Pretty sure. Or was it mid 2025? I'm not sure. It might be spring. Definitely pick up a pair of these though. They're definitely worth the buy, especially at the cheaper price that they're going to be, if not now, very soon. Oh boy. I'm drinking my energy drink that is also hydrating, so it says. I don't know how true that is, but I prefer to just drink water for my rehydration. Sugar kind of catches in my throat, you know what I mean? Yeah, unless I feel like I need the energy, and I feel like I do. Amino energy is my go-to. Excuse me. Well, I hope you like this video that was a little different than my usual that I show you guys. This is day 8 of my running until 190. And I'll probably be sending this video out sooner also than my other videos because it's a longer one. Yeah, like this and subscribe please. Thank you again, Vomero, Nike Vomero 17. If you want me reviewing more running shoes, I have a few here that might be a little old, but you can still find it for cheaper than their original price. May not find your size because they've been out for a little while, but I hope you can. All these shoes that I will show you are very suited for the heavier runner, especially on these gravel roads and whatnot. So I have a huge advantage here. I can run on the road, pavement, on gravel, and dirt roads, or level B roads, what they call them. Yeah, so I would love to do shoe reviews. So hopefully these companies will send me shoes to test for you guys, for the heavier runners. And